Hey guys, we're back to our usual camera comparison, this time between two of the most popular Android flagship that just hit the market, the Oneplus 6T and Google's own Pixel 3. Today we're gonna focus on Lowlight performance, but Daylight will follow soon. Also, don't forget to vote your favorite phone in the poll I made for you guys, on the top right corner of the video. Enjoy! And this is 1080p from the front camera. Pixel is much wider. And this is the normal camera from the Pixel. I won't even compare the wide angle one. And this is 1080p from the front camera. Pixel is much wider. And this is the normal camera from the Pixel. I won't even compare the wide angle one. Front 1080p videos in low light are good on both cameras, but Pixel takes an easy win here thanks to the wider field of view and much less noise. Stabilization is very good on both, and OnePlus even has the upper hand in exposure and sound quality, but overall, I'd have to give it to the Pixel for front low light videos. So, this is 4K, 30 FPS. Stabilization test. So, this is 4K, 30 FPS. Stabilization test. In 4K, again, both phones have pretty good video quality, and I must congratulate both phones for their natural color rendition. Many phones in these types of scenario ruin the white balance, but not these two. Stabilization is very good, but again, OnePlus has more noise in the video, but on the upside, that noise comes with also better details. Pixel's videos is softer, but very well balanced, so it's a matter of preference on which one would you pick between the two. .1080p footage, 30 FPS. Stabilization on the Pixel is phenomenal. .1080p footage, 30 FPS. Stabilization on the Pixel is phenomenal. 1080p videos have the same characteristics of the 4K videos before, with very smooth stabilization, Pixel doing slightly better here with the sources of light, very good and natural colors, and, as you might expected, OnePlus being the noisier but more detailed one. Overall, the two phones are neck and neck in video quality in low light, each having its own strengths and weaknesses. For myself, I would pick the OnePlus as I'm not scared of a little grain if it comes with better details. And let's start the photo comparison between the two with the selfie cameras. For a better, more balanced comparison between the two, I didn't use the wide-angle camera of the Pixel 3. But this out of the way, I can still say that Pixel phone has the best selfie camera in the entire smartphone industry, better than any other phone out there that you could think of. No other words necessary. OnePlus keeps up pretty well, has almost comparable level of details, but colors, exposure and that portrait mode can't really be at the same level as the Pixel. Portrait mode for the back camera is again better on the Google phone, with better exposure and better details. Both phones do a pretty well in color department, not going over the top with oversaturation. Background separation is also very good, one of the best in the business, for both phones. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Both phones have a dedicated night mode for the back cameras. Pixel has one called Night Sight, OnePlus has one called Nightscape Mode. And we'll take a closer look on what both deliver to the table, but I can say right from the beginning, Pixel's night mode is much superior. As you will see from the photo samples ahead, it uses some Google software magic to gather much more light into the frame, but with no other side effects as the OnePlus phone. With that much brighter exposure, Pixel Night Sight also optimizes white balance and delivers better, sharper details. And the best part is that the darker the scene, the better Night Sight is. There are some situations when in a well-lit environment, Night Sight doesn't make much of a difference, but go into a dark alley or step into a dark room, and Night Sight will simply amaze you with what it can do. Something else I've noticed in the low-light scenarios, Google fixed the white balance issues that plagued the Pixel 2 cameras, now delivering a much more natural color, without that green-yellow tint. What about the OnePlus 6T in low light? Well, it delivers a solid performance, but it's not quite up there with the Pixel. In auto mode, there are some scenarios where it even beat the Pixel in details, and overall I would say the two phones have very solid and comparable results. But what about the night mode on the OnePlus 6T? Well, it doesn't hold a candle next to Pixel's Night Sight. With Nightscape, OnePlus 6T manages to gather slightly more light thanks to the longer shutter speeds, but it employs a very aggressive noise reduction filter, clearing out almost all noise and softening up the photo in the process. To hide those very soft photos, the 6T over-sharpens the entire photo afterwards. So, the end result, you'll have a good photo with very good exposure and colors, noise-free, but very soft, lacking in detail. And to make matter worse, the over-sharpening artifacts are everywhere. The photo looks good on the screen, but blow it up on a computer display and compare it to the night sight photo of the Pixel and the differences are obvious. I will let you watch the rest of the photos to make your own opinion on who is better, and vote for the phone you like best in the poll. For me, it's the Pixel, but that was expected from a phone almost twice as expensive as the 6T. Until our daylight comparison between the two, this is Pixel Peepers signing out.